Right guys, welcome back. Today we got something we ain't covered in a while, which is Ramon in Tosspos, like this former Bank of England Ponce that's now claiming high inflation is due to Brexit.
Ramon! Ramon!
Yeah, as you can see here, Mark Carney, the absolute wangstain, is blaming Brexit for the current cost of living crisis and rising inflation because Brexit derangement syndrome is still a thing in 2023. Obviously, this is pure horseshit because the same situation happens in much of the world and is often caused by the same reasons. That's governments printing and spending more money than the country actually makes. This is especially true now when you think back to the pandemic and the hundreds of billions they printed to make people stay at home. Add to that the 40 billion they spent on test and trace, the billions on jabs and all the other crap they wasted money on, which they just printed because the economy was shut down. So if anything, lockdown helped cause the current inflation crisis, while our own sanctions against Russia have caused prices to rise for us and not bloody them. Well, the sanctions and of course net zero have done that, ain't they? Oh yeah, remember, net zero has money being printed and pumped into it like you've got no idea, while also raising the prices of literally everything at the same time. So the people to blame are the scumbags in charge, not us leaving the European Union or anything else for that matter. I mean, let's be honest here, Germany and Italy have similar inflation levels to us, and yet our one's Brexit but theirs is not. Someone make that make sense for me. Obviously the mental gymnastics used to reach that conclusion is astounding, but it goes back to what I said at the start about Brexit derangement syndrome still being a thing. Well, either that or this Ponce just didn't want to blame the government and Bank of England, so fell back on the good old Brexit scapegoat that the media loves so much. Though at this point it's now common knowledge that whenever the powers that be cock something up, they proceed to blame the public for it anyway, so I guess that tells us whose fault this really is. Obviously I'm only joking, we know it's their bloody fault.
Pandemic